Did you really think China was sleeping while other brands were launching their new models? Well, you were wrong. China was preparing the strongest blow of recent years, and what they're launching for 2026 is going to shake the global market. The Chinese giant comes with complete redesigns, new platforms, improved motors, and models that are scaring, without exaggeration, several established brands that only presume expensive legacy technology. China is looking to take the throne, and it's doing it, like always, with vehicles that don't fail, that are prepared to continue conquering the market for the next 10 years. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 new Chinese models for 2026 that are already generating panic in the competition. I'll show you the confirmed engines, the changes that weren't expected, and the prices with which they'll arrive to the market. So get comfortable and share this video in your groups, because this they're definitely going to want to see. You're going to see why China is proving to be the most feared force in the entire industry. Welcome to the best car channel on YouTube. This is Aftif Cars. Number 5. Leapmotor D19. We start this list with a launch that's going to drive half the automotive planet crazy. I present to you the Leapmotor D19 2026, the new SUV that arrives with all the essence of Chinese innovation, but for a price that honestly nobody expected. Leapmotor did what it knows best: take cutting-edge technology, make it accessible, and maintain the DNA that's converting it into an icon in just a few years. Here, they didn't invent anything weird. They didn't put giant screens to distract or experimental motors. They went for what's safe. And speaking of motors, Leapmotor didn't play around. They put pure electric power that has proven to be practically indestructible. The dual motor system capable of generating 300 horsepower, a motor proven in the toughest terrains of the world. And for those who want more range and less charging anxiety, there will be an extended range version with 600 kilometers of autonomy, perfect for demanding work and long trips. Leapmotor here said, "We're going reliable, and that's why this model is going to sell like hotcakes." But the magic isn't only in the mechanics. Look at the design. This D19 stands firm with a front that steals glances from the first time. It's built on the LEEP 3.0 platform, the same base as their most advanced models, but adapted for a compact and super functional format. Unibody chassis, real all-wheel drive, and behavior worthy of a premium SUV in miniature. The design, without a doubt, is a jewel. It transports you to the future. LED headlights with intelligent matrix, aerodynamic bodywork, elevated bumper, everything inspired in the legendary European luxury SUVs. And yes, Leapmotor knows it. The tech enthusiasts are going to fall surrendered from the first glance. Inside, they also did serious work: a completely renovated dashboard, quality materials, pleasant touch, useful controls, a steering wheel that feels solid, and of course, Leapmotor Pilot included from the base version. And now, yes, I'll talk to you about the strongest blow: the price. Leapmotor confirmed that this D19 will arrive to China from $28,000, and the strategy is to take it to international markets with that same approach: accessible, tough, and without so many complications. And believe me, when the established brands see that number, they're going to start sweating cold. This D19 comes to conquer the fans of innovation and those who aren't fans too. It's proof that Chinese brands are returning with everything, with models that are difficult to ignore. Number 4. Denza N8L. We couldn't leave out one of the most anticipated launches of the entire automotive industry. This is the Denza N8L 2026, the Chinese luxury SUV that's conquering the planet, the absolute king of the premium segment, and the one that finally, after years of development, receives global recognition. Denza didn't want to rush. It's an iconic vehicle backed by BYD technology, and they couldn't afford to launch it halfway. While the competition was taking out models full of basic features and questionable quality, Denza was preparing its silent blow, and when it arrived, it left everyone frozen. Here, it's completely renewed, more modern, more aggressive, and more luxurious than ever. And let's start with something that thousands of owners were asking for loudly: the soundproofing. Cabin noise has always been the weak point of Chinese SUVs, but this time Denza listened and applied high-absorption adhesives, a rigid chassis, and improvements in insulation so that the cabin is quieter than ever. Yes, Denza finally corrected the most criticized detail of Chinese luxury vehicles. On the outside, the change is brutal. A sharper grille, a robust front with strong character, LED headlights in a boomerang shape, larger wheels, and a wider and firmer posture. It's an N8L that now really looks modern, imposing, and updated to truly compete. But where Denza is going to scare more than one brand is in the motorization. The N8L 2026 arrives with a renewed plug-in hybrid system that combines the gasoline engine with electric motors of new generation. Now it delivers 431 horsepower with consumption that exceeds 30 kilometers per liter. More power, more efficiency, and less gasoline, exactly what people have been asking for years. And if that surprises you, listen to this. Denza confirmed a pure electric version capable of traveling up to 620 kilometers on a single charge. That means for daily trips, you're practically not going to spend fuel, a direct blow to the competition. This new generation integrates the BYD Lynk 5.0 with improved automatic braking, advanced pedestrian detection, lane maintenance assistant, and a smarter adaptive cruise control. The Chinese brand continues at the head in active safety, and everyone knows that. The price draws a lot of attention this year, and it's expected to start near $52,000. And believe me, when it arrives with that price and this level of improvements, several brands are going to start trembling. Because if something Denza does better than anyone, it's luxury cars that don't fail, that don't devalue, and that last decades. And not anyone can presume that. With the N8L 2026, Denza is looking to completely recover the crown of the most savage segment of the market. And seeing what they did with this new generation, I assure you they're coming for everything. And don't move, because now we enter the top 3 of the most anticipated Chinese models of 2026, and the next one is a completely new launch with an unbelievable price. Number 3. Lynk Co 10. We open the top 3 with a vehicle that Lynk Co created with a very clear mission: pure technology, real capacity, and zero unnecessary ornaments. This is the Lynk Co 10 2026, the sedan that many entrepreneurs were waiting for and that arrives to put order in a segment that was filling up with apparent premium sedans that only serve for photos. And listen to this, the 10 is basically a Volvo, but cheaper. Just as you hear it, it's built on the same platform as Volvo, but adapted to be more accessible, lighter, and more functional. Lynk Co didn't want to invent anything weird or experiment with technologies that nobody asked for. They did what they know how to do: a strong vehicle, reliable and ready to work all week. Lynk Co decided to put a heart that we already know, and that's more than proven in the most demanding roads of the world: the 2.0 turbocharged block with 254 horsepower and 350 Nm of torque. Do you realize? Acceleration capacity, power to move, and reasonable consumption. That motor moves Volvo without problems. Imagine what it will do in a Lynk Co 10 that's lighter. The transmission is also a success, an 8-speed automatic transmission that gives you total control of torque and power. The purists, the drivers of urban zones, those who need refinement every day, those are going to applaud this decision because they prefer proven mechanics before complicated electric systems that later fail. The 10 arrives with a design thought for real businesses. It's not a sedan to show off so they fill it with useless screens. It's a tool, a modular platform that allows you to configure it how you want. Elegant interior, executive space, simple or premium cabin, whatever your business needs. This is how you manufacture a work sedan, thinking about real life, not about marketing. And now yes, let's talk about the price. Lynk Co launched this model with an approximate base price of $32,000 in China, which is much less than a Volvo standard. And why? Because Lynk Co understood that thousands of people needed a reliable sedan, strong and accessible. That's what destroys the competition. When you give Scandinavian quality at Chinese vehicle price, the Lynk Co 10 2026 is going to be one of the strongest launches in the global market. It's the sedan people were asking for, the sedan that's going to sell itself, and the one that's going to make several brands that got used to offering empty luxury without true capacity tremble. Number 2. Geely Galaxy M9. In this position, I bring one of the most popular MPVs of recent years, and that arrives renewed to continue selling thousands and thousands of units. This is the Geely Galaxy M9 2026, the MPV that Geely polished thoroughly because it saw how traditional brands were flooding the industry. And Geely, which stays quiet but never asleep, prepared this model with the best it has: proven hybrid motors and the reputation of Chinese innovation that no legacy brand has been able to replicate. This Galaxy M9 arrives with the intention of giving an authority blow to the Honda Odyssey and the Toyota Sienna, two strong rivals, but that in the global market don't have the same innovation that Geely has built in recent years. Visually, you'll notice it immediately. The facelift 2026 brings a more aggressive front with a honeycomb-type grille in body color, sharper headlights, and a sportier posture. But where Geely really steps strong is in the mechanical. The Galaxy M9 2026 incorporates a 2.0-liter hybrid motor capable of delivering 320 horsepower. A hybrid system that isn't experimental. It's not a risky bet. It's the same technology proven for years in millions of units around the world. If something Geely does better than anyone, it's that it doesn't launch a motor without proving it to exhaustion. That's why their hybrids don't fail, don't give headaches, and that's why this Galaxy M9 continues leading above many that presume numbers but not durability. In safety, they didn't stay behind either. The 2026 model maintains the Geely Pilot package with automatic braking, lane assistance, pedestrian recognition, and a more refined adaptive cruise control system. Everything people demand today, but at a Geely level, and the price is almost a direct message for the competition. While many traditional brands are raising prices desperately to maintain margins, Geely stayed firm, because when you buy a Geely, you buy real value. In the global market, this MPV is positioned around $38,000 for basic versions, and in China it starts near $32,000 in hybrid option, a solid price for an MPV that maintains value, that doesn't fail, and that doesn't abandon you. That's why this MPV became the favorite of thousands of families around the world, and now in 2026, with this update, it comes with all the intention to continue dominating. And now yes, get ready because the number one is coming, the Chinese launch that has the whole world anxious to see it in the dealership. Number 1. XPeng X9 2026. Let's go with the most anticipated vehicle of this entire list, the Chinese vehicle that's already scaring several rival brands even before arriving to the dealerships. I'm talking about the XPeng X9 2026, the MPV that returns to demonstrate why XPeng continues being the global king in technology, luxury, and extreme innovation. The new X9 arrives with a completely renovated design. You notice from far away that this model no longer plays in the same league. The brand applied their philosophy of, if you're going to improve it seriously. And the result is an MPV with much more aggressive lines, a gigantic grille that imposes, sharp LED headlights, and a style that transmits power wherever you look at it. It's a vehicle that without moving already gives you the sensation that it can handle everything. And if we talk about the motor, that's where XPeng hit the strongest blow. For the first time in its history, the X9 goes fully electric. But calm down, because XPeng didn't do any craziness. They followed the formula that converted it into a legend. They put dual electric motors, the system that so many owners love for its reliability, with 450 horsepower and 590 Newton-meters of torque. That block continues being the heart of millions of XPengs around the world, and continues because it doesn't fail, because it endures. But the true novelty is the arrival of the extended range battery, an 800-volt architecture that promises impressive performance. This new battery reaches 700 kilometers of range, a figure that's going to make all the competition's MPVs that have been presuming of space tremble. XPeng made clear that it continues being number one when it comes to reliable and efficient electric motors. The chassis also had an important evolution. It's reinforced, more rigid, more stable, made to support blows, cargo, impossible roads, and extreme climates. The suspension was adjusted to offer much more comfortable handling without sacrificing comfort capability, something that very few MPVs manage to balance. In countries like Norway, Netherlands, or China, where these vehicles are really used, do you know how important this improvement is? XPeng improved the interior as users asked for. They wanted better materials and more comfort, and this time they delivered. The new X9 arrives with a much more modern cabin, better finishes, a more refined dashboard, and all the technology necessary without falling into excesses that later end up giving problems. And as always, it comes equipped with the latest version of XPeng Pilot, one of the most complete safety packages in the world. Regarding the price, it will vary according to each country, but what we already know is that an XPeng is never an expense, it's an investment that lasts complete generations. That's why, even if the price is around $65,000 in its base version, people pay it without thinking too much about it because they know they're buying an MPV that doesn't die after 3 years, nor devalues like others we already know. So, there you have it. The X9 2026 arrives with a single objective: to continue being the queen of the segment for another complete decade. This MPV is the dream of any person who needs a vehicle that won't leave them stranded, that endures true work, and that conserves its value like no other. And now, if you want to see how other brands are also counterattacking, I leave you this video with the cars that are surprising the entire world. Click on it and watch it now.